Hello and good morning. Thank you for watching CNN News 18. I'm Shen Elizabeth Matthew. Now let's begin this bulletin with the top news this hour, which is the departure statement that has been put out by the Prime Minister's office. Now this is regarding Prime Minister's visit to Russia for BRICS Summit, and he said, and I quote, "I'm departing today on a two-day visit to Kazan to attend the 16th BRICS Summit. India values the close cooperation within BRICS, which has emerged as an important platform for dialogue and discussion on issues concerning the global developmental agenda, reformed multilateralism, climate change, economic cooperations, building resilient supply chains, promoting cultural and people-to-people connect, among others." Now, the expansion of BRICS with the addition of new members last year has added to its inclusivity and agenda for the global good. So this is the statement before deplaning for Russia for the BRICS Summit. This is the statement that has in fact been put out by Prime Minister Modi, where he has in fact said that India values the close cooperation within BRICS, which has emerged as an important platform for dialogue and discussion on issues. Now, this is going to be a very crucial visit of Prime Minister Modi. Let me now go across to my colleague Siddhant Mishra. Siddhant, good morning. Tell us what is really on agenda today, and this is going to be a very interesting BRICS summit, considering how there is in fact a petroleum agreement that has been reached between India and China. So is there a possibility of a bilateral talks in the BRICS summit between India and China? Has this something that has been confirmed by the Foreign Secretary?
Important for India, and perhaps Russia is hosting 16th BRICS Summit in Kazan. It all started way back in 90s when Russia came up with the proposal of Troika between India, China and Russia. Gradually, it transformed into BRICS. Perhaps the first foreign ministers meet happened on the sidelines of UNGA. Then Brazil came into the picture, South Africa came. And in fact, last year, BRICS have finally expanded the membership, and now the 5 other countries are also the member of the BRICS. The BRICS is seen as the counterweight to G7. India's position is that BRICS is not anti-Western, it's non-Western. And perhaps, almost all BRICS leaders agree to what India says. Now, Prime Minister Modi is en route Kazan. Today, we could expect, Sharon, that he will hold, or perhaps that is on his schedule, he will hold bilateral meeting with President Putin, a very important one because it's his first bilateral meeting with President Putin after visiting Ukraine, after visiting America. Perhaps both leaders will sit down to discuss bilateral issues between the two countries. The peace in Europe would perhaps be the main talking point between the two leaders, because India is contributing to the peace talks. Also, promotion and shooting of Indian movies in Russia could also come up for the discussion between the two leaders, as President Putin the other day touched upon the shooting of Indian films and how Indian films are popular in Russia. Both leaders will also discuss the other bilateral issues, which includes defense, trade, etc. As far as BRICS is concerned, Sharon, this time the new members will be included in the BRICS in the BRICS grouping. Perhaps that process will take place. BRICS plus Outreach Summit will separately take place, where 40 other countries are going to participate. From India, EM S. Jaishankar will be present for that. Prime Minister, yes, coming to your first question, Prime Minister is expected to meet Xi Jinping, but there has not been any confirmation from the either side. But the way Foreign Secretary announced yesterday that both countries have reached a patrolling agreement, perhaps paves the way for this meeting. In fact, Chinese Foreign Ministry is also tight-lipped on the meet, and Indian side is also tight-lipped on the meet. Prime Minister has slots for the bilateral meeting. And if this meet happens, Sharon, then perhaps this would be the first time both leaders would meet after 2019, before the Galwan skirmish. And the patrol agreement is perhaps groundbreaking. the issues were in Despang and Demchok areas of Ladakh. And more than 51 meetings took place at the co-commander level and through diplomatic channels. And in fact, the final push was given by External Affairs Minister Jai Shankar and NSA Ajit Doval during their meeting with Wang Yi on the sidelines of multilateral events. And the contours and the process design of the agreements is still not available with us, but largely it's going to allow both sides to patrol with the limited personnel. Both sides needs to inform each other before the patrol, and both sides can do the patrol to the areas where they used to do before 2020. So it's like a status quo ante. This is what we have been told. Prime Minister will also hold bilateral meetings with the other countries. Even there are talks that he could also sit down with President Erdogan, but that looks very unlikely because the schedule of Prime Minister Modi and Erdogan are different. And he is arriving tomorrow and Prime Minister is departing tomorrow. Back to you.
Siddhant, I request you to stay with us as we are getting more breaking input on this very story where Prime Minister